Next to your polygons. Now that's always good. Mrs. Smiley, I'm about ready to punt, just so you know.
Okay.
Would you like to take over at any point?
Oh, no, thank you. Math is not my forte.
I need the tools.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever happened to Matt Forte?
He went to New York, and then he got hurt.
Somewhere we need a little thing that shows the
He brought it.
hands. So, sometimes you gotta give it a second. Sometimes it's stuck back here beneath the, see, there you go. Okay, write this down under polygons. Right next to your polygons there. What is it that makes a polygon? A polygon has to have two things. It must be made up of straight sides That means it can't have any curves. A circle is not a polygon. Okay, it has to have straight sides, number one. And number two, it has to be what we say, it has to be closed. And what that means is this. Let's say I've got this, I'll draw as straight a side as I can. This would not be a polygon because it has an opening in it. If you think about there being little ants inside of it, if the ants can fall out through any sort of an opening, it is not a polygon. A polygon has to be completely closed so the ants cannot get out. Unlike the ants that I had back there. So it has to be those two things, straight line and be closed. It also has corners on it. Does anybody know what these little corner things are called? Ethan?
Edges?
No, those are edges. Edges are the sides. These are edges. Corners, there's a highfalutin math word, Leah. Not angles, but they do make angles. John?
Vertex?
Yeah. One of them is called a vertex, and multiple ones are called vertices. Those are the little points. So that thing has 4 vertices, one of them is called a vertex. Now, on to the real notes here. You pretty much know most of these. For example, a 3-sided shape is a triangle. There's one that you won't know, or you'll say the wrong thing. I won't yell at you, but you'll be wrong. So the name of our polygon is a triangle. It has 3 sides. And I've given you lots of room to write some examples because triangles come in different sizes. You've got one that could look like this. You've got one that could look like this. Ooh, that's not very good. You've got all sorts of triangles. Flat, squish, whatever. Big triangles, small triangles. Here's the one where I always get some interesting answers. How about a 4-sided polygon? I'll go multiple colors here. 4-sided polygon. Anna?
Square?
No. I need the official name of it. A square is a 4-sided polygon, but there is a global name that fits for every 4-sided shape. Every. Connor? A trapezoid is a 4-sided polygon, but that's not the global one. It's a special one. Who you got? Lilia?
A cube?
A cube, did you say? Well, a cube is a 3-dimensional 4-sided kind of thing there. Ethan?
Rectangle?
Rectangle is a special kind of one of these 4-sided polygons. So close. Kate?
Quadrilateral.
There you go. A quadrilateral. And that's why I gave you a big example box, because most of what you said is a 4-sided polygon. A rectangle is one. A square is one. Somebody said a trapezoid. That's a quadrilateral. You've got some squish squares that have a special name. It's called a rhombus. It looks like that. But those are all, as long as it has 4 sides, it is a quadrilateral. And that's good enough. 5-sided, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. What color should we go with that? Let's go purple. 5-sided shape? John Lake?
Hexagon?
That's actually the six-sided one, which we'll get to in just a minute. Ephraim?
Polygon?
Nope, polygon, they're all polygons. But you're right, it starts with that letter. Sam?
Pentagon?
It is, it's a pentagon. A pentagon. Hold on, I gotta see if they give us any. Yeah. And it's tough to make a, the one we usually think about when we think about a pentagon is like this one.
Baseball?
A baseball, a house kind of shape thing. But remember, any shape that has 5 sides is a pentagon. Usually we think of this one, where these sides are equal. I don't think it's a baseball diamond, is it? Baseball diamond would be more, a baseball diamond doesn't have 5 sides, it only has 4. Six-sided shape, somebody already said, it's a hexagon. Anybody, where do we see hexagons? Anybody know? It's not really real common, I don't think. Right?
Like a stop sign or something?
That is an 8-sided shape, believe it or not. You're gonna say stop sign. How about beehives?
Oh, really?
Those little honeycomb things, I believe those are 6-sided. Again, usually we think of this one where all the sides are equal. But any 6-sided shape is a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think odd one.
Number 7, I would be incredibly surprised if anybody who's not looking in the book would know. Sam, it's a, yeah, it is a heptagon. Not even gonna try to draw a regular one, no, I'll just draw something with 7 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if that made any sense.
Mine looks like the front of a tractor.
It's a little hard to do, just know that a heptagon has 7 sides. 8 sides. Did I use red? Because I'd like to use red for this one. I did use red. Let's go down. 8-sided shape, river.
Octagon?
Yep, it is an octagon. Octagon is all of those things. Anything with that octa means. And that is your stop sign. And I can kind of draw one, but not really good either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. 8 sides. And then again, remember, anything with 8 sides is an octagon, so I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mine looks like
A little fork. 10-sided shape. Oh, look at all these people. Ethan says,
decagon.
you know, just like a decade, decagon is 10 sides.
Decagon.
And what the book has. Oh, look, the book has like a C-shaped thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Looks like an arm.
A who?
It looks like an arm.
It does look a little like an
Mine looks weird.
And 12-sided. 12 sides is a dodecagon. And I'm not sure why they didn't tell you all the other ones, because there are ones for 11 and 9 and all that, but let's not overwhelm ourselves here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, let's do 12. 11, 12. How handy was that?
Why do mine almost look so weird?
And then another blank piece of paper, if you will. This one will have to be blank because it goes under a different title here. And write on this one the word congruent. Is it really already 12? Oh, killing me. Fifth graders, when you see the word congruent in math, congruent means exactly the same size and shape. Oh, where do these people sit? Olivia, you're right there next to River. I think, is Brendan next to Olivia?
No, Chloe. Or Joey is Chloe. Chloe's with Jonah.
Is that it right there? Don't worry, I do have the list. Where I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's here right here. Yep, Olivia. Brendan. Braden. Oh, wait, we should have this. Between Braden, Lily should actually be between you. Oh, wait. Should go Ethan, Lily, Braden, Lily up. Chloe's right there. Is that all our band people? All right, back to this here, children. That means this. If I have a shape and I say something is congruent to it, if I can get this to work, that means it has to be exactly the same shape. Now it could be kind of turned. It could look like this, but it is still congruent. It is still the same shape. Right? Just because two things are rectangles, just because this is a rectangle and that's a rectangle doesn't make them congruent. They have to be the same size and the same shape. They have to look exactly alike. Let me get rid of this. And it makes a little more sense when you take out the next piece of paper. One more piece of paper. One more. And on this one, you need to write the word similar. The word similar in math means the same shape, but not necessarily the same size. Although it kind of could be. And then underneath that, I need you to write this big, long, highfalutin word, because with similar, you have to talk about this word that's called proportional. Anybody ever heard the word proportional before? Anybody ever tell you your head's not proportional to your body? When you think of the word proportional, I want you to think of a balloon. When you blow up a balloon, it blows up what we call proportionately. In other words, you start with a balloon that looks, here's my best balloon. Okay. When you blow up a balloon, all the sides expand and get bigger at the same rate. Okay, one side doesn't stay flat while the other side gets real big and you blow it up. Okay, and that's the same thing with similar shapes. In order for a triangle to be similar, not all triangles are similar, it has to be a triangle. Let me copy one here. First of all, this one, that's congruent. We're not talking congruent, we're talking similar. It means that if I cut this side in half and make that half as big, I have to cut this side in half and make that half as big. So here's half as big that way, and here is half as big that way. These two shapes are similar. Okay. If I had another, let me draw another paste. See, this triangle and this triangle are not similar, because it's not what we call proportional. This side is half, then this side has to also be half. Okay, but this side is as long as that side. So in order for it to be similar, they have to be what we call proportional. Now there's some shapes that are always similar. Anybody know a shape that's always similar? No matter what size you draw it, it's always going to be similar. Lilia?
Square.
A square will always be proportional because just by what squares look like, there's no way, I don't know if that looks like a square. No matter how big you make a square, because a square has 4 equal sides, it's always going to be similar. Another shape that's always going to be similar, by the way, I'm going to get rid of this black. Let's go with a different color for that time. Another shape that's always going to be similar, Ephraim? A circle. Yep, those two shapes, well, how about we try a circle? You know I'll fail at this. So there's your circle. There is no way to draw a circle. Well, you could say that, but that's not a circle. We call that an oval. So a circle has to be, the same distance from the center of the thing all the way around. So
Whoa, that's again.
this one doesn't even look like a circle yet, does it?
It could be a plate for a giant.
That's exactly what it could be. Those would be similar. They have to be proportional. Let's see if there's anything else they ask us here. Oh, we got a couple minutes. I'll give you a choice. You want to do the practice together? You want me just to assign you like all of this lesson to do as homework?
Practice. Yeah,
No, we're gonna do it together.
practice.